Hi everyone, yeah, we're back again. This is just a quick update on some upgrades that have been done to the motorhome. Swift, in their wisdom, after years of working with Sargent and their solar controllers, have gone to Truma. You'll see in the video what they are using, but they're not compatible with the new Truma heating controller, which you can link a lot of things like air conditioning and such to. They're not compatible with the command system, but as far as I'm aware, if a caravan or motorhome camper van has a command system in it, then it will have the Sargent system on. Okay, see you at the end. So this is one of the new items that are fitted to Swift motorhomes and caravans. This is the new solar charge controller. Now this is a MPPT controller. It is a Truma SDC12, which will cope with 165 watts at 50 volts input into the controller. There is a larger controller, which is an SDC25. But that is the that will do up to, the 25 will do up to 350 watts. I'll unbox the unit and show you what it is. Back a second. So there is your MPPT controller. As I said, it'll do up to 50 volts, 165 watts, the SDC12. Now, I've done some upgrades, which you'll see later on in the video to this, because I like to know what's going on with the system, and as you see there, the indicators on this don't tell you a lot, as good, except basic information, and I like to know a bit more. So I did some research on this, and you'll find that later in the video. But underneath you have a solar display connector. You have your 365 watt your input from your PV solar, that being the positive, that being the negative. The next one is will be your main leisure battery, which is negative and positive, specifically for like a motorhome or something like that. Next is specifically for a motorhome, you can add a cable to the starter or vehicle battery, and that will supply 1 amp trickle charge only to your starter battery from the solar. Okay, there is your fuse. That green 2-pin connector there is for a temperature monitor, which you can get the same of, and these dip switches are for setting what type of battery you've got. So you can have gel, lead acid, AGM or lithium ion battery. That is a temperature sensor on your battery, the green one. So that is set for your main battery, and obviously with the arrows you set the dip switches in the respective positions. Okay, see you in a minute. On the top here is where you connect your Bluetooth dongle, which is another thing I will show you. That connects in. The site that I have for these items, they're all compatible, because all these units are manufactured and then suppliers put their own names on them. So yeah, so see you in a bit at the end. Okay, bye. So there is the solar controller and the cabling fuse. These are the new ones being fitted to Swift caravans. They've gone from the Sergeant ones to the Truma. Now there are exactly the same ones all over the internet. The SDC 12s, and you can get an SDC 24. This one will do up to 165 watts, but you can also, although it doesn't come with it from Swift, you'll just see that grey comms lead on the left, just there. That is a display, and then up there, just there, is the Bluetooth connection. Now I did a lot of research when I found out what unit was in it, and I thought to myself, well, I like to know what's going on. So what I did was I purchased a Bluetooth system that links to the controller, which is designed for the controller, and I also purchased a solar monitor there. Now that'll tell me the state of the batteries and such watts, amps. I found it to be very good. I shall put the link in the description below to all of these items. The Bluetooth, the solar monitor, and where you can get them from. If you've got a new Swift and you want to purchase something like that, then yeah, it's I found it very even on the drive. It's when it's been cloudy, it's told me it's producing, 10 watts, and sort of 0.4 of an amp or something. Yeah, and put it next to the Truma controller. So found it very good, and it's a very reasonable price. So I'll put all that in the description below. Okay. So there we've got the Truma flexible solar panel. This is a 100-watt solar panel, and this is what's fitted new by Swift. So so it's actually stuck to the roof, which is the latest thing. So yeah, produces quite a bit, but I think I've got an extra gland up there that I can there. So if I wanted to upgrade the controller, I can. I can take it to a 24, which will give me 360 watts with 50 volts, and give a bit more oomph to a bit of off-grid. So yeah, we had a TV bracket fitted. Just show you this. There's your battery voltage on battery. .8 of an amp. Watt hours on the main battery, which is the leisure battery. I presume that's amp hours. That's what the solar is producing. With it being an MPPT, it'll use the adjust the voltage to increase the supply to the battery. As you can see there, it's trying to find the best optimization for the best charge. And there we got 10 watts, 12 watts being produced by the solar panel. So there's the app on my phone. This one here with the little sunshine on it. I can get it to focus. Let's see, that's the wrong one. So you see the batteries there, so you tap that, or in my instance twice. I have checked it, about 15 metres from the motorhome, and as you see there, it's looked for it and found the BT10. Just click, and as you see there, you've got 0.3 of an amp. It's quite cloudy. The battery voltage and the PV is the PV's doing 4 watts and 21.5 volts, and all the other bits of the charged energy, the battery voltage and the current amps to the battery. But as you see there, it does say battery full, so it's just throttling back. So yeah, all good, enjoyed that. Yeah. Hi, welcome back. And yes, the whole modification that I did with the screen, the solar monitor screen and the Bluetooth dongle, cost me under £50. And it was quite quickly supplied as well. As you can see, I put it next to the Truma heating control, and yeah, in the near future I'm probably going to link that additional port for the starter battery, just to double jeopardy, to prevent this issue of batteries being depleted or when in storage over a fair time. I've got some other items running off the mains battery for the starter. Yeah, so yeah, I think that'll be my next, but that's just a piece of wire and time feeding it out of sight and up under the floor to the battery. And as I said, it's only an amp that it supplies only when it's solar, so that'll keep the battery trickle charged. So yeah, so it's all good stuff. So catch you soon.